Today we're in Summerville at Bexley Fish and Raw Bar. Now the owner and chef of this place traveled all over the place, Vegas, Hawaii, Atlanta, learning all of his skills, but his home roots are here, so he had to come back. Bexley's named after Bexley Street in North Charleston, where his grandparents were. And when he grew up, he would be cooking in the kitchen with his grandmother, learning all those low country recipes. Let's check it out.
I'm a Charleston native. I love to go on cruises, travel to amazing places, and enjoy local cuisine. This is Local Charleston.
Bexley opened in 2022. Jeremy Hoist, the chef and owner, wanted to be much more than just a raw bar. He also wanted to have chef-inspired seafood dishes. His motto is, "Come hungry, leave as family." Now originally we booked a table inside, but we were very impressed with this outdoor eating area as it was enclosed and air-conditioned, and the tables were nicely spaced out. Chef Hoist attended the prestigious Culinary Institute of America. He served as executive chef for both Anson and Nico. Being that he came from a farming background, he is very diligent about making sure to use only local sourced goods, and he even posts on the wall where he gets those goods from. Now some of his more popular items stay on the menu year-round, but overall it's a seasonal menu, so as the seasons change, so will many items on the menu itself. They don't have a liquor license, so cocktails aren't available, but they have a rather impressive list of beers and wines, and they usually do some sort of sangria as well. And as you can see behind the counter, they do have a frosé machine, if that's what you enjoy. While being very elegant on the inside, it's also a very casual atmosphere, so you can enjoy a nice upscale dining experience without having to be too fancy. They have many different types of seating available, from bar seating to booths, and I was really glad to see they had this nice, really long table if you want to have a function for a big group. Now I know many of you are going to roll your eyes when you see that they have scallops on the half shell, and you get 4 of them for $26. You're going to be saying, that's a ripoff, but no, it isn't really. Once you dive into these, you'll totally understand why. These scallops go way beyond the ordinary. I mean, yeah, you have your chili oil and your breadcrumbs, but on top of those scallops you have something unique. 2 different kinds of caviar, a red caviar and a green caviar, and believe you me, it makes a difference. The scallops for us were the best item we had on the menu. They were absolutely delicious, and look how they're cooked. That's absolute perfection you're looking at right there. I tell you, it is well worth the price. You have to try these. I decided to have the chili garlic shrimp and gnocchi that also has peas, parm, and fried garlic. Now this is listed as one of their small plates, but there's nothing small about this dish at all. I had this as my entree, and I have a pretty big appetite, and I found it very filling and satisfying. Chef Hoist really knows his flavors. I mean, this was a flavor bomb. The gnocchi was nice and pillowy soft. They had a good bit of shrimp mixed in there, but overall, the overall taste, it was creamy and rich and warm and just wonderful. It was so good that my wife threatened to steal it from me. My wife decided to get the fried oyster roll with OG sauce and banh mi vegetables. It came with a small bowl of their house-made pickles, and I thought it was a really cute touch to offer that one little fried oyster on the side to nibble on before you dive in. Now in the past when ordering an oyster roll, we've been kind of disappointed because what a lot of restaurants will do is they'll pile a couple oysters on the top of the bun, but the rest of the bun is pretty much empty. But this was not the case. This sandwich had oysters all the way through it. And the bun itself was also a star. I mean, it was toasted perfectly, and you could look at it and tell that how buttery it was. These tons of butter on this bread. Now I had to try the key lime pie semi-freddo with graham cracker crumble and lime and raspberry curd mixed throughout it. It came out looking so pretty, I felt almost bad for eating it because I didn't want to mess up how beautiful they had made it. I especially like the little flowers of meringue all throughout that had been nicely toasted. The flavor and texture were really unique. First of all, the lime was very mild. I know a lot of key lime can be super tart, but this just had a trace of key lime in there. And the texture was more like an ice cream. So when you mix all those ingredients together, get a little bit of that curd, a little bit of that meringue, you have yourself a perfect bite and a very good dessert to enjoy. Bexley to me would be a great date night place. I mean, the service was excellent. You're getting really high quality, chef-driven food, but it's also not pretentious. I mean, you don't have to put on a suit and tie and an evening gown to come eat here. You can have an elegant, wonderful meal, but at the same time be relaxed and just enjoy the time. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and follow. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps to grow the channel. And we do a new restaurant video each week. And as always, thanks for watching.